Bruce Wayne, aka the Dark Knight, is one of the most beloved superheroes that ever existed. Whether you like him because of the movies, his attitude, his lifestyle, or his sheer brutality, one thing is for certain, he definitely lives up to his name. Batman is a character of many great feats. His wealth, his charm, his ability to hospitalize his enemies and leave them both physically and mentally damaged for the rest of their lives, while claiming that killing is wrong, cool costume, and many other numerous accomplishments. All of that while having no powers, except for being one of the richest men alive. But that doesn't count. His superpower might just be unresolved trauma. There's also the obsession in male communities with literally me characters and hilarious memes that have come out of it. His character spans over nearly 9 decades, first being introduced in 1939, and after numerous adaptations, movies, video games, comics, he's still very much popular and loved today. While mimicking his behavior and lifestyle might not be the best idea, not like you can afford to anyways, replicating the way he looks is the least you can do. Since there have been many adaptations of this character, there have also been many versions of Batman, all being played differently and having a different look. It seems like in every movie, his character gets remade. For that reason, I've decided to focus on the comic book version of Batman, since I believe that's what most people picture in their head when they imagine his physique. You won't have to become a caped crusader that is a likable playboy businessman by day and a ruthless vigilante by night to get his body. You won't need to cut contact with your parents either. You just need to train hard and be consistent. His insane strength, durability, and power are definitely represented in the way he looks. He has massive shoulders, huge chest, insane back, and big arms and legs. His core is also very well developed. He's described to be 6'2", or 188 centimeters, while weighing 210 pounds, or 95 kilograms. Judging by his height and weight, his body fat is going to be anywhere around 12–16%. He might look lean and huge in comics, but keep in mind, that's not real life. If you want to be big, you'll have to be carrying a little more fat on your frame as well. The muscles we'll be focusing on the most are chest, back, shoulders, and arms. His workout program will include a decent amount of compound movements along with isolation for smaller muscles. It will be divided into 2 parts, starter and advanced. The starter program will serve as an introduction to the advanced version. When you feel that you're ready to move on to the advanced one, slowly increase the amount of work you're doing so that you get used to the increased intensity and volume. Make the transition as smooth as possible. Don't try to rush things, you have plenty of time. Carefully analyze your starting point before you decide which program to run. The starter program will be performed 4 times per week, with a template of an upper-lower split. There will mostly be an even focus between upper body and lower body work. Batman doesn't have insanely huge legs that distort his V-taper, but they are still very developed. You will be doing a lot of volume for chest, back, shoulders, and legs, with abs being hit in nearly every session, since you need to train them hard in order to get them. There will also be quite a bit of work for your arms as well. Make sure you make each set count and perform it with your absolute intensity. You will never grow from half-assed effort. Day 1 will be an upper body day, which will mostly include pressing movements, along with some back, arms, and core. Day 2 is mainly going to be legs, but with arm work and core as well. Day 3 is again an upper body day including mainly back movements, but you'll still do chest, as well as arms. And the last day will be legs, along with core and shoulder isolation. That concludes the first version of the program. The advanced program will be very similar to the previous one, along with an extra day. Days 1 and 3 are shoulders, back, and arm days. Days 2 and 4 are dedicated to legs, abs, and chest. Day 5 will provide additional volume for back, arms, abs, and shoulders. That may not seem like a lot, but in the long term, that's a lot of additional volume that you will need to get used to. Now, obviously, don't do all of these one after another, 5 days in a row. Take rest when you feel like you need to. Experiment and see how well is your work capacity and adjust your rest days accordingly. When it comes to nutrition, you're gonna have to eat. No way around it. Don't expect to be rocking a Bruce Wayne build while being 70 kg at 8% body fat. He's a big guy, which means you will be carrying a little more body fat. That is completely fine because life is not a comic. If you're a skinny guy, start eating in a surplus of around 200 to 300 calories since you want minimal fat gain. Eating more will just result in more fat, which you want to minimize as much as possible. The road to the Batman build is hard but not impossible. This program will serve as a guide which will lead you to your goal. If you're looking for some different kinds of programs that might be better suited for your needs, I have linked 5 different ones in the description below. They include a V-taper program, a bear mode program, and even a Hercules workout plan. Make sure to check them out. I will see you soon.